Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mommy Nurse here, and as promised, I did record this video for you guys just so that you know what is in my bag to prepare for my first shift with agency, working 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. today. So for those of you guys who are nursing students or have are about to start your career, there are some essentials that you really need to bring with you to work if you can, to make sure that you're prepared and basically ready for the day. There are some things that I personally just cannot work my shift without. First things first, that would be sanitizer wipes. Any brand that you prefer. This is just a Dollar Tree brand. Basically it kills viruses and germs, honey, and I don't trust anybody. Even though the facility that I worked was pretty clean, and I could trust most of the nurses to wipe down, I like to start my shift off on a clean slate. Literally, I clean my medication cart, I wipe down the phone, and I also wipe down the nurse's station. No shade, we're just in the business of keeping people well, and that does include myself. You really want to get you some kind of a tote bag, not too large, not too small. This is just a little small backpack that I got from Ross. I think it was no more than maybe $10–12. I love it because I can wash it, I can throw it around, I can stick it under the nurse's station, hang it on the back of a chair, and it is large enough to fit all of my nursing essentials. I always bring touch-up makeup with me. I typically don't ever need to go into this, but if I'm ever called into a meeting or something that's a big deal, I like to just touch up my face just a little bit, just to make sure that I'm not oily and looking a hot mess, because we all know how the day can get. I personally always bring my planner with me. I think I got this one at Target, but this planner kind of, when I do have downtime, allows me to sit and figure out which shifts I want to pick up, which ones I don't want to pick up, when I need to take off, just to make sure that I'm communicating properly with my facility or my supervisor as to what I may have coming up month to month. I do like to travel, so I like to make sure that I block off my time and I request my time early, because when I book a vacation, I'm not gonna be there, sis, so y'all are gonna have to figure it out. But I help them out by being very organized. Like I mentioned before, this is gonna be my very first shift with agency, so I'm also bringing this planner to figure out other shifts that I could potentially help them out with. I also bring my folder that has the timesheet in there. For most agencies, you are required to either clock in or clock out, or have someone to sign with you when you've arrived and when you have left, just to make sure that you're being honest in terms of what time you got there and what time you're leaving. I always like to bring some smell good with me. This is just some Bath and Body Works spray that I got really cheap during this past Christmas season. I like to just have things smell good, including myself, you know, so a little spray, I mean, it doesn't hurt anyone, and it's a very light smell. This one is frosted coconut, so it's kind of like a vanilla smell, which typically does not bother a lot of patients, which is something that you do want to be cognizant of. Some patients do have reactions and are very sensitive to smells, but this one so far has been a success. I tend to bring like vanilla, cinnamon, you know, those type of smells that typically don't bother most patients. But anyway, you do want to be careful. Last but not least, I'm sorry if I'm rushing through this, guys, but I actually do have to get on the road because I wanted to get to my shift a little early, so I have a chance to kind of orient myself, or have someone to orient me regarding my patients. You must have a blood pressure cuff, whether it be manual or whether it be the automatic kind. Sis, you need a blood pressure cuff. A lot of facilities have them, yes, but a lot of times when you need one really quickly, somebody's using it, it's far away, whatever, you have your blood pressure cuff. And I keep these things, didn't show you, I keep these nursing essentials that I'm showing you in this little old cosmetic bag. It actually, my camera's kind of close up, because of the way I have it situated, but it's actually really nice and small. It fits on top of my medication cart. It sits very nice on the nurse's station. It's cute, it's black, and I have a lot of things in here. So those 2 blood pressure cuffs that I showed you, those are things that I always bring with me, never fail, to every single shift, and yes, they have come in handy. Secondly, every nurse needs her stethoscope. Again, every facility has these, yes, but you also need some of your own. I happen to have a lot of them, and I'm not partial with any particular brand as of right now. This happens to be the very same stethoscope that I used while in nursing school that they gave us in our nursing bags. So it's still serving me well. I hear the sounds that I need to hear just fine. So that's another thing. Don't get caught up in spending $100, $200 on a stethoscope when you really don't have to. Practice knowing what you're supposed to hear rather than the tool. Every nurse, of course, has her pens, her Sharpie markers. I always have at least one colored pen with me, just because when I write personal notes for myself, I like for it to be fun. So I use pink. I have my pulse ox with me as well, and I have nursing scissors, a highlighter, and my pen light. So those are basically the things that I keep with me, and I bring them around with me so that I can be prepared for my shift. Regardless of what goes down, your girl is prepared. Just some courtesy things that I like to bring for myself is my own phone charger, because I don't know about you guys, but I find it kind of annoying when nurses are always looking for chargers and chargers are always coming up missing. So I bring my own charger and I take home my own charger. I also like to bring gum or candy, something to pop in my mouth right before giving report or right before having to speak with someone. I just think that's common courtesy. I don't like to receive report from a nurse, especially a lengthy report from a nurse, and honey, your hygiene ain't right. So I always keep something with me. I think today I have Mentos. But anyway, girls, thank you so much for watching. I'm, like I said, on my way to get to this shift. I definitely plan on posting another video to let you know how my first agency shift went, how they treated me, how my patients were. Again, thank you guys for watching my channel. I appreciate you following my journey. And I plan on doing a lot more videos. So you guys like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell if you want to hear more from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.